I think they have to add cash to the balance sheet in this time of unprecedented certainty, Courtney. We have times where companies are now having to manage the cash burn on zero revenue. So those companies that have the ability to manage through this and get to the other side is key. And you mentioned strong companies like TJX are doing this, Best Buy is doing this, and you have some weak companies are doing it. But this situation and this time frame is not for the faint of heart. When you have the retail industry, which overall directly supports 1 in 4 U.S. jobs, 52 million working Americans, it's the largest private sector employer in the country, we need these retailers to get through to the other side, and some won't make it.
That's a really good point, Dana, when you're talking about just how big the retail industry is. You know, of course, I've been talking to executives. I'm sure you have as well. And many are concerned about what happens when this eventually does pass. And some have been using the B word, not bankruptcy, but bailout, saying, look, retail needs a bailout. It's not just leisure and hospitality. If our stores are closed, we cannot serve our customers. What do you make of that? Do you think that could be necessary?
It could be, and you have to combine the many different industries that combine retail. You have the International Council of Shopping Centers, the landlords that are out there. So we have a lot of constituencies that all blend into retail. When you think about it, retail accounts for $2.6 trillion of annual GDP. So it's an important industry for the U.S. It's an important industry for working Americans. And we need all these retailers to be able to be healthy and strong, because consumer confidence is dependent to drive consumer spending. And we're going to have significant fall-offs in consumer spending over the next couple of months, given the focus is on essentials.
I can imagine it must be very difficult when you're looking at your models and trying to figure out what some of these earnings projections might look like, because this is just something that, frankly, we've never seen before. But I guess maybe the bigger question is as many of these municipalities and cities and households are quite literally under lockdowns, they're sheltering in place. Will retail ever be the same? Will it make us realize we actually need less stuff? Can any of this be recovered?
What always happens when you have shocks to the systems like this, it can be recovered, but it doesn't happen overnight. Given the consumers focused on essentials, and think about how we're all changing our patterns, virtual connectivity all matter most. We're having virtual meetings. We're talking in FaceTime, Skype, Google Hangouts, and Zoom. And so are we going to travel the same way we used to travel? And I think that consumers want to engage and have social interaction. Cabin fever will set in upon us, and we're going to see the desire for engagement again. And you're going to see the desire to make purchases, but it's after you feel safe and secure and consumers have their jobs.